That's something that goes way, way back. I grew up in a family of intelligent people, some of whom were interested in literature, and I was interested in literature. I graduated from college with a bachelor's degree in English, having read a lot of poetry, and I went and got not only a degree in philosophy, but also a PhD degree in comparative literature. Then I read lots and lots and lots of poems while I was in there. I would write poems occasionally and things of that nature. But the thing that inspired me for the book that we're having presented here was my love for my wife. We were together for 27 years, and every year there was an occasion on which we were celebrating, and I would write her poem and then I would read that to her as part of the celebration. And so the first one was a celebration of her birth, which we called the birth of the goddess, and so we had a number of poems on her birthday. And then another occasion was the day that we first dated, and we talked to one another before that date, and we said, well, is this going to be good? And I said, well, let's see if we have fun. So we call that Fun Day, and that was another day every year on January the 30th. I would write her a poem about fun, based upon our relationship. And then the next day was in February, and it was a day. It was a remembrance of the day that we first made love, and it was called Oh Ann Day. And then on our anniversary was September the 2nd, and I wrote a poem every year on that and gave it to her as well. That was our anniversary day. And then other days like Valentine's Day and stuff like that, I would write other poems and put those just in other love poem section in the book. It is a compilation. I wasn't writing it in order to make a book. I was writing it in order to give her a poem on a particular day over a period of years. After we had done it for about 25 years, she said, we ought to make that into a book. So we made it into a book. She chose the rose that's on the front of it. And liturgy, of course, is like in a church. You'd have Christmas would be the birth of Christ, and so forth. Each of the days that we celebrate are liturgical feasts. So we imagined that every day that we had a remembrance that we were celebrating and we're participating in that, we call that our liturgy too. So that's why we call it Love's Liturgy in that book. I want people to understand how important it is to love, and I would like them to see that it is real, and that you can have it not just for a brief moment, or for 5 years or 2 years, but for all of your life. And it's something. We had the name. Her name was Anne. My name was Forrest. There was another event when we first came to her where I looked at her transcript, and she really loved some courses, and she got A's in them, and she really hated the whole thing. It was ignoring the other thing, so she got F's in them. So A's and F's. And that became Anne and Forrest. And then also when we felt that we really were meant for one another, we called it Always and Forever. So the A and F was an interesting. Yes, it can be found in Amazon, Amazon.com. Everyone knows how to get something from Amazon, so I would suggest that you contact Amazon and order the book, and you will have it come to you.